Yeah, B. Talk your shit.
So guys, first things first, these are supplies you will need. You will need a 12-inch mirror. Dollar Tree didn't have a 12-inch one, so I had to get it from Michael's, but no worries. It was only $4.99, and you can use your 40% off coupon. So yes, I got this mirror, and it's actually like a real mirror. So yeah, I picked that up from Michael's, and everything else is from Dollar Tree. So you will need a square glass cutting board, and you can find this in the kitchen section of the Dollar Tree. You will also need 2 of the pizza pans, just the regular silver ones, and again you can find this in the kitchen section. You will need a bag of the marbles, not the gems. You actually want the marbles because this is what you're going to use to decorate your table. You will need a glass bowl for the base of it, which I'm thinking I want to change this to a plate. I'm not sure. I'm going to build up everything, and then we're going to save this for the end to see if I'm going to change it to a plate or keep it as the bowl. You will need 10 packs of these 2 candle holders. It's the round ones that the tea light goes in, but you will need 10 whole packs of these. You will need some E6000 glue. This is a really good glue, and you don't have to worry about your glass or anything coming apart once it cures, but it does take a full 24 hours for everything to cure, so you want to do this early enough to where you can set it aside and let it dry, and after that it will not budge. And lastly, you want to get some type of leveler. The Dollar Tree actually has this, and it's just to make sure that your table is leveled before you add the top. So yeah, let's jump right into this DIY. It's very simple. Okay, so we're gonna start with doing the tabletop first. So what you want to do is take all the paper and stuff off of your pizza pans. You want to grab your marbles and also your E6000, and what you want to do is set one of the pans to the side and go ahead and flip the other piece of pan on the bottom of it. And what you're going to do is take the E6000 glue. You're going to cover the whole base of the pan and also the brim of the pan, because you're going to take the marbles and put them around the brim of the pan. So just watch as I do it. I'm going to be generous with this E6000 because you do want everything to stick and actually be able to use this as a functional table. It's going to be so cute. So yeah, you want to get the E6000 glue around the brim of it, and then you just want to take it. And I did buy a new E6000 because, honey, sometimes it takes some elbow grease to get it out. Once you do that, you just want to make sure that you do have enough glue around the brim, because again, that is where your marbles will be. And I'm gonna go back in a little bit more with the E6000, and you don't have to worry about it drying right away. It takes a little time, so like you can move it around and do what you need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and take that and take it off, and then we're gonna open our marbles and put them around the brim of it. And you do want them to be close. So yeah, you'll just need one bag, and you do have a couple marbles left. You want to go ahead and set that to the side. And now you want to grab your other pan, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to turn it over. You're going to put the E6000 around it and the base, and then you're going to turn it on top of here. And this is what's going to create your tabletop. So now that this is covered, you want to go ahead and be careful. I'm gonna move these back over and go ahead and flip this over and set it right on top of there. And then that way it's going to, once it cures, you see your marbles won't go anywhere. And then this is how the tabletop will look. So I forgot to mention, you were going to want some heavy item. The only thing that I got that's super heavy are these bottles of water, because you want to sit that on top of here to make sure that it is sticking down, so that way your E6000 adheres. So yeah, you're going to sit your bottled waters on there, and then you're going to go ahead and sit this to the side so it can dry. Okay, so now we're at the part where we're going to actually build up the table. So this is what you're going to use the 10 packs of counter holders for. What you want to do is go ahead and open up all your counter holders, and you're going to glue them together back to back. So I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I took everything out the package, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn over the counter holder, and then you're going to take another counter holder and you're going to glue it this way. That way there's an opening on both sides. So that is how you're going to glue it. So yeah, let's get our E6000 and we're going to go ahead and start gluing. So I'm going to turn that one over. And you want to place a generous amount of glue on here. And you can do it to both sides if you want to. That's just preference. I want to do it to both sides, just so if I missed an area on one, I have glue on both sides to grab it. So yeah, once you have the glue on both sides, you just want to make sure that it is leveled. You're going to move it around when you first put it on there, but once it sets, it is set. So yeah, after you look at it and you see that everything is okay. So yeah, once you get it straight, you want to go ahead and set it to the side, and then you're going to make the rest of it. Okay, so I put E6000 on my last 3. So yeah, once I put it on there, just make sure it's straight, and then I set it over here to the side. And when you first put it on there, it feels like it's sticking, and it really does stick, but you can still move it around and do what you need to do to make sure it's even before it is locked in. And you want to watch it because it will slide. So yeah, after that, after you have them all sitting there and they're even, you want to go ahead and put something heavy on top of it just so it can cure. And we're going to let this sit overnight, and we're also going to let the tabletop finish curing overnight. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the finished product. All right guys, it's the next day, and last night I forgot that I did have an extra pack of these, so I went ahead and glued it together. So now you have all 10 packs of the counter holders here. And then I decided to go ahead and use the bowl, because the bowl will make the table a little higher, because the plates are kind of flat, and since this is a DIY table, it's not going to sit as high as a regular table will sit. So I am going to go ahead and use the bowl just to get a little height. So pretty much this set overnight, so everything is glued together, and I wanted to do that for the simple fact that we're about to stack all of these together, and if I would glue all of these while these were still drying, it was going to slip and slide and be uneven, and I didn't want that to happen. So that's why I glued all these pieces together first, which you can do it whichever way you want. Like if you're impatient, you can glue it all together, or if you want to use hot glue. The only thing about hot glue is it leaves it uneven because the glue comes out chunky sometimes, so it'll leave it uneven. So I really like the E6000 because it just stacks so well. So pretty much that's what I'm about to do. Get ready and stack this, and this is going to be the leg of the side table. And as you can see so far, it's already looking so good. Like it looks like little glass bubbles. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the E6000, I'm gonna put glue around this part and around this part and glue them together. Now I'm okay with gluing all of them together at the same time, for the simple fact that once I finish, like, it's gonna stay there and cure by itself and I don't have to keep moving it around. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and take one of them and I'm going to glue it to my bowl so that can be already on there, and then I'll glue the rest stacked that way. So I'll show you guys how it looks once I finish gluing it. Alright guys, so I have stacked everything and this is how it's looking, and I have the leveler on the top just so I can make sure that it is leveled and it is not you know, crooked. So this is how the bottom part of the table is going to look. Alright guys, so while the table leg is drying, this is completely dry. Remember, we did this last night, so the marbles are on there and it is glued all the way down and it looks so good. So what we're going to do now is take the round mirror, take it out the plastic, and we're going to glue this in here, and that's what's going to get you your mirrored top here. So yeah, y'all can see my setup. This is the mirror. And it has some feet on it, but you don't have to worry about it because the pan is like deep enough to where they'll sit in. But yeah, I'm going to put some E6000 on here, E6000 on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this mirror down. Okay, so now that we struggle putting that E6000 on there, you want to go ahead and flip it over and push it in. And then once you have it in, you want to go ahead and push it down. And then you're going to go ahead and put those bottles of water or whatever heavy that you can put on there, just so it can set in there. And then we're going to flip it over and do the last part before we attach it to the legs. Alrighty guys, so I did let this sit for about 30 to 45 minutes just so it can like stay on there. It's not fully dry, but it's good enough to where I can flip it and go ahead and do this other side so it can all dry together. So pretty much you're just going to go ahead and take your chopping board. You're going to put E6000 on here, flip it over so that the feet are up. And then you're going to put it right in the middle of here. And this is just going to give you sturdiness on your table. So if you see anything on it, you don't have to worry about these piece of pans like dipping in and stuff like that. And I fixed my E6000. It was something that was stuck in the top, so it wasn't allowing it to come out. So honey, it's about to flow like river water now. So I'm going to go ahead and put the E6000 on here and lay it on there. So it's on there. You want to go ahead and flip it over, stick it right to that pan, make sure it is centered, and I'm going to hold it down at the feet, and you'll start to see like the E6000 spread, just to let you know that it is sticking. And then you want to put something heavy on here for about 30 minutes just so that the E6000 can adhere. Like again, it's not going to be fully dry, but it'll be good enough to where we can actually go ahead and apply this to the leg and then let that completely dry, and then you got our table, sis. All right guys, we are finished. Only thing we gotta do is take the tabletop and put it on the table leg. I had to let this dry a lot longer than I thought I would because this glass is super duper heavy, and even the tabletop itself is heavy, but I'm glad we did put the cutting board on here. So only thing I'm gonna do is put some E6000 here, and I'm going to put this on, and this is going to be your table. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and center it to make sure that it is level, but this is the DIY table. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? I'm excited. So I got my E6000 right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the honors. So yeah, once you get it on here, you want to go ahead and just hold it down for a few seconds, but you're going to want to put something heavy on here and let this sit for 24 hours. You do want to let this sit just so the tabletop can adhere to the leg. But after that sits, you just put some Windex on here and you have you a Dollar Tree mirrored side table. Tell me that this ain't cute. And I actually got this idea from a YouTuber named Joy7 Creates. When she made this, I wrote in her comments and told her I was recreating this for my glam room. So excited I was able to do so. Make sure you stay tuned because I have some more DIYs and stuff coming up for you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you loved this, and I'll see you guys in my next video.